Hello, this is Angela Tukin. I'm a digital scrapbooker and I scrapbook with the Affinity software. And welcome to Watch Me Scrap. Affinity launched their new product yesterday called Affinity Studio, and this is going to be my first page created using the new software. I haven't really played with it yet, so let's see if I can find all the tools I normally use. And I'm currently creating a scrapbooking album for the children of their trip to a safari park. And today's page is going to be the penguins. Aren't they adorable? And for my page, I've decided to choose this collection called Salt and Sage by Joyce Paul. She sells at two stores. She sells at TheLilypad and at Scraps, and I've chosen this one because of this cute little penguin in here. So I'm going to start with a background paper, and I'm thinking of this one here as a nice base to start building my layout onto. So let's create my layout. I'm going to start with create a new page, and the dialog comes up for using presets. Now I haven't got any presets yet, so I'm going to start with create my scrapbooking preset straight away. So I use one of the photo presets as my starting point, and I'm going to call it 12 by 12 scrapbook. And we're going to work in inches with DPI at 300, that's what it should be. So I'm going to create my page at 12 by 12 inches, which is the convention for scrapbooking pages. And then I'm going to go turn on multi-page. Sometimes I create just one page like I'm doing today. Sometimes I create double page spreads. So I'm going to create facing pages, and I want to start on the left. So the left hand page will be page 1 and the right hand page will be page 2. So that's how I'm going to set up my preset. I'm just going to leave most of this stuff off because I'm not doing drawing scales. You can put a transparent background in if you like. I won't be, and I'm going to create that preset. And now it's going to put that right at the beginning of my presets. So I'm going to create a new document with that. And as you can see here, there's a space there for page 2 if I wanted to create page 2. Let's just move this to the side and start my page by dragging that chosen paper onto the page. And yes, my snaps are in place. That green vertical line and that red horizontal one are telling me it's centered. I'm just going to lock it so that I don't move it around by accident. So looking at this page, we've got this rectangular piece of painting here, and for my photos, I've got one which I want to be sort of tall, and then two small sort of standard rectangular ones, but I'll definitely be cropping this one in tall. So I'm going to create my photo spot. So in the Layout Studio, which is what used to be Publisher, I've got the picture rectangle frame tool, and I'm just going to draw my frame. Yep. And then I want two more there, but I think I want to put them in frames. So let's just have a look at the element pack and see what we've got in the way of frames in here. That one looks nice. Let's bring you in. Oh, my rotation tool's missing, so let's just do it manually. Push down the Shift key, brings the turning round in increments, so we can get it exactly where we want it. And I think I'm going to pop it, so it's the same width as that. One, and then duplicate. So, and we can align it by centering them with each other. That's good. Now underneath those I'm going to draw my picture frames. So one there. So that is smaller than the outside of the frame, larger than the inside of the frame. Oh, there we go. So I now have 3 picture frames. So this one wants to go underneath its frame just so they're together. And let's pick up my pictures. So I'm going to grab this one, which is the one I'm going to crop in to this vertical space and just drag it on. And then just drag these 2 onto their spots. Oh, I don't need that anymore. So if you look here, this is the zoom. So I'm going to zoom it so it focuses primarily on the penguins. Let's bring that down a little. And the same with this one. Zooming in on the penguins and moving into where I want in the frame. The final one. Again, this is just us viewing it. So we move here. My little girl's still looking at the penguins, despite the fact the older 2 are looking to see what else there is to see next. Let's Control 0 to bring that out. I'm going to add some drop shadows. So this picture frame here, I'm just going to go FX, outer shadow. Let's just give it a simple shadow. I like it to come to the right. And just a little bit. And then the 2 wooden frames are going to have a deeper shadow because they're thicker. Now what's going on there? Let's try. That's again control. Oh dear, control select doesn't do that anymore. There. If I click them from here, they do, but I have to click them both from there. And I'm going to go for the FX. Create an out shadow, but this one's going to be a bit deeper. And again, out to the left. To stop me from accidentally changing those pictures, I'm going to lock them. And now I'm going to group together the frames with the photos that are underneath them. And that's all my photos in position. Now I'm looking at this piece up here and thinking that's an interesting spot, and probably want to put an element cluster here. So let's put something here, and I'm going to make sure that I get that penguin in that I liked using bits and bobs, just so that I don't forget why I came here. Right, let's have him. Do I want him? No, I think I will keep him mostly upright. Pop him here. And give him a drop shadow. Then underneath, I want to put something. Now this is autumn time, it's October, so let's have a look at whether we've got any brown foliage in this kit. That's oh dear, no, don't want to do that. Right, let's go with that one. Sort of out a bit, pop it there. I think we're going to use one of the stamped images. That's one with its, no, not that one. It's one that was in the other pack, stamps pack. There's quite a lot of packs in this collection, and that's the one I want to use. sort of its bars. So it will give a bit of depth to my cluster. So again, underneath the photos, back to the elements pack, and let's have some pebbles. I'll give them a drop shadow, but probably not quite as much as the penguin. And I want to take the focus away from that a bit more. So bringing people's eyes down here, that's going to require something in this corner. So maybe we'll give him a little friend. Let's duplicate but make his friend smaller. And pop him down here. And I will put him at a jaunty angle. Then again underneath. This time we'll have this stump. And I'm going to set the blending mode to soft light. Maybe soft light's too light. Maybe we'll just go with that, but duplicate it. And that will blend that in nicely. I'm just going to save so I don't lose what I'm doing. And then this little chap needs something behind him. And we'll go with this cute little crochet flower. Like that. This leaf, yeah. Underneath the flower. I'm just going to group those three. So I'm just going to put small penguin. Oh, that's new. I like that. I can see all the things that are inside my group. On the old version, in version 2, you just got a little icon there saying it's a group, and then you'd have to open it to see what's in it. So being able to see them like that, I like that. That's a good addition. Right, I'm going to do a bit of journaling, say where we are and what we're doing here. So I'm just going to put down onto this layer and text tool, text that one's frame, so I can write in there. And we are at the West Midlands Safari Park. For consistency, I use the same font I did on the others, and that was that's it, Candy Buzz BTN. That's the one. And let's create a larger font. I wonder if I put that in this spot, what would it look like? Just out of curiosity. Let's make sure that the background's still locked and just select and that text. Where's the text? Let's lock that. Let's grab everything and just lift it up and see what happens. I don't like it with that black splodge, so no, that is going to stay where it is. And we will maybe just pop another penguin over here so that it makes it look like that's deliberately over here. Let's unlock that text, pop it here. Bring him down to text needs to be a different colour, so I'm going to come and take a dark brown from one of the photos and then blending mode, linear burn with a slightly lower opacity. That means that my text is a bit less floaty and a bit more embedded into the page. And I think I need to do something to connect this with this for flow purposes. So let's see what we've got in this kit. We've got some ribbons. And we've got some squiggles. Let's have that squiggle that comes from that penguin. And down. Let's see. Yes or no? I'm not sure. So we look on a smaller view. I'm not convinced. I do know I need something there, but I don't think that squiggle's going to do it. So let's have a little quick look at these stamps. Let's duplicate this one that I've got down here. So that one just off to normal, but we're going to take the opacity right down. So it's there, but not dominant. So bring that in. And I've got some ribbons. So let's see, where were those ribbons? This black and white one. But let's move that to front. Move to front. There it is. Right. And smooth that ribbon. I think I'm going to change the way the shadow works on the ribbon, and to do that I'm going to duplicate the ribbon, the top one, take the shadow off, the bottom one I'm going to tell it that because here the fill knocks that shadow, I'm going to uncheck that, and then I'm going to change the fill capacity down to 0. So if I just hide the top ribbon, you'll see what that's just done. So this is the fill slider. So that's given me a separate drop shadow. And now I'm going to rotate that shadow a little bit so that it's going up and to the right there and out to the left here. Possibly not quite as much as that. And then if I group those together, then the shadow doesn't get disconnected from the rest of the ribbon. I don't have a date, and I think I might put a date tag on that. Let's find a date tag. I don't want any in this kit, but there are some. Let's see. Oh, keeps doing that. Yeah, we've got a piece of twill. And if I crop that, here's the crop tool. So if I bring that in so that we've got a smaller piece of ribbon. And if I pop that underneath the small penguin, just to the right there. And then using next, just going to write the date, which is October 2012. Let's use the same font, so it should be in here under used. And pop it on top of the ribbon, but change the colour to colour of the background paper. I wonder what's going in there. You have to push the escape button to undo that now. Right. So we bring the ribbon up. And then I'm going to go to overlay. So you can see the texture of the ribbon with the date that's been added to it. And let's have a smaller shadow on that piece of ribbon. I wonder if I relocate that to up here. That's better because then he looks a bit less lost up there. But I need to have it so it's behind. Let's group that together. Right, D. Let's move that so it's behind those framed photos. That's looking good. I think I'm quite happy with that, except I think I'm still going to bring that text down lower. How about there? No, that's too low now. There we go. Thank you very much for watching, and I think I've got some customized toolbars to sort out later because all the things I'm used to using aren't there anymore. But that's what happens when you get new software and you've customized the previous version. And I will see you all again for my next video. If you're new to Affinity and want me to show you anything in particular, please let me know in the comments, and have a great week. Blessings.